Happy Sunday, you two. It's time for our Sunday stretch. I'm gonna start on the floor while everyone filters in. Howdy. Welcome to the stretch, the home stretch of the weekend. Have you done your stretching today? It's good for you. You know you should. What are we up to this Sunday? Tell me. Tell me. Ugh. What kind of body work you been doing this weekend? Says all messages. Andrew Tate. Interesting that you would say that, daily troll. It's very interesting that you would say that. See this? Welcome to stream. You are not the first, nor will you be the last. You probably won't be the last today. Where's your Bugatti? It's in the shop. It wasn't hot pink enough. Where's yours? Where do you park your Bugatti? Have you been breathing your air? So dumb. I don't have Bugatti. Oh, so you're a brokey. Right? I don't know. I don't know what the... Bless, CK Productions says, God bless President Trump and ICE. Wow. That's what you're doing with your blessings, huh? Random, something Kiwi. Yo, Tate, can I have 50K pounds? Yeah, you can have 50K pounds of what? I'm not really sure. What color is your Bugatti? My Bugatti is hot pink. It's the most it's the least gay color, right? Because I'm into chicks, right? Right. Andrew Tate has some issues with his sexuality. I subscribe to you. You're interesting and you look Andrew Tate, though. I know. That's the curse. All right. I was blessed with some other things. You know, I can actually fight. Unlike Tate, I'm kind of the opposite of Tate in every way except the jawline. So let's do a quad stretch and then we'll move up to seated level. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Unlike Andrew Tate, who could never appreciate someone for any other reason than it's him or his brother. You think there's not something going on there? Really? You really think nothing's going on? Purple beats pink. I agree, personally. Purple's a good color. What is your favorite color? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh. The first message that's held for review of the day. Let's see what we got. Johnny Sins, light version. Interesting. I like that one. That one's pretty good. Johnny Sins. Finish him, right? Tate Day. Keep talking, I'm almost finished. Yeah? You're almost finished? Is it gonna make you buzz to hear me say that I've been called Andrew Tate 1,472 times since I started counting? So it's probably like 50 more, honestly. But I wanna make sure that the count I give is accurate. Okay, we're also gonna put Johnny Sins up here, thank you. Johnny Sins, thank you. Oops. Just kidding. Horrible Fairy says you are suck sex full person, bro. Yeah. Just kidding, bro. It's okay, Beast. I didn't see what you said before. What's your content, bro? I stream a lot of my workouts. A lot of it is roasting the trolls and being unroastable. Okay. Do you like George Floyd? Mason Skinner is back. Welcome back, Mason. How are you? I mean, the content's pretty varied. Here, let me give you a little taste of something else that you don't normally see, okay? Let me see this. Okay. I have to be careful with this wrist, of course, but it is my dominant hand, so, you know, I do have to be a little careful. This is a bit much. Can we change to the next one? Thank you. George Floyd died for your sins? He didn't have to. I can't understand the board. Why you write Johnny Sins? Daily life? Not daily, but pretty often. I'll stream tomorrow. I'll stream Tuesday. Thursdays usually I reserve for myself to get some stuff done. Today I'm gonna have to finish editing a little comedy piece of content. Okay, if you think I look like Andrew Tate now, just wait. I remember on Audrey Tate doing that. Is the New World Order coming? I don't know. Is there a new world on the horizon in terms of, you know, the economy's gonna totally crash and shit's about to get real? In that sense. I don't know about order. There's, you know, the only thing that remains the same and consistent is chaos and change. Okay? We are playing at order. Can you sing the Scooby-Doo Where Are You song, please? It's copyrighted. Otherwise, I would love to, honestly. Andrew can't mate. Nice. Okay, that's 2 Andrew Tate. You comfortable play a song? What I want? I can't play copyrighted material on here. Word. Hey, Gabriella. Hi. Nunchaku? Yes, of course. Of course, I got other stuff. You want to see other stuff? You want a little show and tell? I got these. This song's too much too. God damn it. Tonfa. Okay. Pretty fucking sick. You can do all the stuff you can do with nunchucks pretty much. But it's more secure. It plugs straight into your boxing. Right? You get the range when you want it, and you get a good blocking surface. This is very good. Right? Dutch kickboxing guard. Okay? Okay, so that's 2 takes. Timu chest hair. Oh, this is very real. Okay. Oh, yes. If Andrew and Kanye conceived a child. Not for lack of their trying, okay? I'm confident they've been trying. We might crack 1,500 today. Where are you from? I'm in the United States. Shave the beard, bro. No, I look like the alien emoji if I do. Look at how much brain I got. You see that? I have to have something here. Don't use God's name in vain. Or what? I wonder what'll happen. Timu Andrew Tate. Oh, thank you. I've heard that one hundreds of times. Hey, it's me, Orion. Hey, Orion, how you doing? It's been a while. Okay, this music is driving me nuts. Give me 1 second. Okay. No. 2 hearts. All right. Veronica says, Cody, are you gay? Who's Cody? Oh, the guy above you. Moist Critical's brother. That's a good vote. I get that a lot, particularly if I get the right angles with the camera. So we'll put Moist. Moist Critical on the board. No way, bro is counting all that. I am. I have. Okay, so Moist Critical and Johnny Sins are on the board. I'll tell you what the total is. I've been called Johnny Sins 39 times now. Moist Critical. I've been called 31 times. All right. Let's get the stretch on. Hairless Jesus. Shine a flashlight on your head. I'll stand up underneath the light. You'll get it good. Sorry, where are you from? I'm from the U.S. The west side. Ain't enough protein shakes in the... What else, Chicago? Custom lemons. What's going on? A little stretch. I'm going to play a little drum in a bit. Okay. But I'm just doing my little stretches. Fernando da Pessoa is at the Gay Pride Parade. Of course, naturally. It's good to see you, hard to please guy. Do you think it's colder at night than outside? What does that mean? Proud song. Good, I got top 5 in the state. Damn. That's dope. Congratulations. Tom Bombadil says, I say you look gay. Well, if Tom Bombadil says it, it is reality. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Tom Bombadillo, by firewood and hill, by the reeds and willow. Oh, Tom Bombadil, hearken now and hear us. Oh, Tom Bombadil, for our need is near us. Okay, it's from the books. All right? Peak brain rot, exactly. I'm sucking the brain out of you guys. And I'm storing it in my camel's hump back here. What about myrrh with low testosterone? Interesting. Interesting that everyone feels like they have to qualify it with like, yeah, but the bald version, or the gay version, or the low T version. We're putting them on the board, of course. Okay? Don't be ridiculous. He goes on the board. Thank you. Myrrh is up there. We're in the 40s or 50s maybe, total. Andrew, just accept your fate. Hi, Nemo. Hey, I fucking found him. Nemo, he's right there. How you doing? Do you party? Tom Bombadil says, bro doesn't want to acknowledge and is in denial he looks gay. No, I think I've heard it hundreds of, maybe 1,000 times. Honestly, I've probably heard it more than I've been called Andrew Tate. I just don't give a shit. So, Timu Chuck Norris, how are you? I'm doing all right. Been a long week. Weekend has been all right. I'm gonna finish editing this new video I have. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Tiny Tate. Oh, thank you. Well, you don't look like Johnny Sins. It's very far to your face that you have Andrew Tate, though. Hold on. I forgot to put this up earlier. Bottom G, nice. So sad about Oliver. I loved and still love his music. You know, gay Modi. Wrestling, and thank you. Dude, that's dope. That's huge. Top 5 means you're in the, you're close to podiuming. Asmongold on a diet. Man alive. Why do I know who that is? I don't know. How tall are you? I'm 5'8". Love hairy men. Hey, Lewis. How you doing? Can you do the backwards dog stretch? Do you mean downward dog? You want to see me with my ass in the air? Is that what you want? If that's what you want, you gotta ask for it. You gotta get specific. Katsumoto. Asmongold on steroid. Ooh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Picasso says, "You're my favorite LGBT streamer. Keep the good work up. Keep the positivity going." Thank you. Anyone tell you look like Snoop Dogg? I'm gonna hop off for a few secs. Orion, you do whatever you need to. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you in a second. You look like Ben Dover. Interesting. Glenn Powell. Very nice. How you doing, Marshmallow? It's good to see you during the daytime. Okay, let's put Glenn Powell here. Glenn Powell. You kind of look like Phil My Ass. Interesting. I'm not familiar with Philip. Philip My Ass. You could be the singer Pitbull if you shaved your beard. I could. I choose not to. Because I hate fame and fortune for some reason. Pitbull. Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna bring you closer. That's hilarious. I look like Pitbull. You kind of look like Tim Howard, American football player, honestly. Interesting. Orion is back. Are you a BJJ guy? So I used to practice no-gi, a white belt or whatever. Hello. Supernova says, add one to Myrrh for me. Okay. I will. Thank you. Evening the scales. I mean, sort of. We've got a lot of work to do here, but, you know. The road to Rome is paved one brick at a time. Charles says, I am the Shihan Rokudan you wish you could be at 47 years old. Would that we all could be Shihan Rokudan. How you doing? Genki desu ka? You look like the yellow peanut, yellow M&M peanut guy. That is hilarious. Joshua says, wait, what is this? It's so many things. I don't even have the time to explain. Did you hurt your wrist by stretching? No, I boxed too much and I developed a bony spur in my wrist that it runs behind my tendon in my first forefinger and it's bending around it. You can see it's not straight because it's bending around. It's crazy. Ugh, I hate it. You look like you haven't shaved your pubic hair for years. I told you that in confidence. Orion says, no, it's for stability. It is. I can relax it and it only bends this much because usually it'll bend more. I have one here, but it's just not as big. Brownies says, my gym instructor told me I need to work on my deadlift, so I went to the local cemetery. That is forward thinking. Add another for mute. Much love, dude. Myrrh. Thank you, Malcolm. I will. Sorry, but you look like a narcissistic fool. Thank you. Archer says, oil up. Johnny Sins. Thank you, Doc. Is your face AI? No. Stop gooning that much, you broke your hand. I have a sponsorship deal that I need to meet certain conditions, okay? So I have a quota, all right, for my sponsors. I don't know why we can sniff Kyle through the screens. That's a free feature that I've added to YouTube. I hacked the phone. I created smell-o-vision so you could smell what the rock's been cooking. Okay. I'm presenting. What else could this possibly be? My grief counselor died recently. He was so good, I don't even care. That's pretty good. Love says, you not how to call people fool. Words are spirits. And you're haunting me with yours. Oh my God, you look like Corey. If you don't know who that is, look him up. I'm assuming it's an adult film star. Shake that ass, good boy. Interesting. How's your back? Not great. I have not been able to do martial arts because I pinched a nerve in my neck. And it's been shooting, I mean, even like today, it's been shooting, I'm very familiar with like nerve issues, so it's like not always pain, sometimes it's burning, sometimes it's like a spider webby kind of feeling. Sometimes it feels like electricity, but so that plus the bone spur means like I'm not sparring, maybe anymore, you know? I'm not hitting anything. It's just, I've done it too much. And my body is literally disintegrating. So, you know, it's like, I gotta choose my battles. Hello, hope you're having a good day. Love you and your streams. Thank you, Toasted Bagel. It's good to see you again. Cooper says, damn, Kyle, the room smells like opened Kyle. Yeah, stale. Although I did shower right before the stream, so it's actually, this is probably the best you're gonna get. NBR says, I, a autistic Christian rapper. I know people I would go ask all of my friends from my community to come over here. I don't think I won't do it. What? Okay. Kyle, what do you do? Why do you do PT every day? You're not 80 years old, but my spine kind of is. Okay, I was a power lifter for a few years, bodybuilder. As a dancer, I had people on my shoulder and back, a lot of twisting. So I've just done, like, when they look at my x-rays, they're like, I don't see 60-year-olds with this level of wear and tear. I've been speed running. Can you do upward dog? I want to see your ass in the air and I am asking. Potentially, we'll see. Is that a hip flexor stretch? Yes. Watos says girls would love to sit on your face. Would they? Interesting. Girls in my area, local Local face riders near you. Is that what this is? If you're here for pervy reasons, I usually take my shirt off at some point in stream, so that's the bait. You gotta wait until I get too warmed up. I'm getting warm. All right. Upward dog is not great for me. Downward dog isn't terrible, but it's not my most aesthetic look. Yeah, a little knee. Is that what we like? Are the other girls showing their knees on stream? I don't think so. Only here. At Sluts Are Us, and by us I mean me. Where I'll show you back a knee right away. Kyle, are you okay? Thank you for asking. I'm all right. Skeleton movement speed running. Cooper says, really, I'm wondering what X-ray age I am then. I'm 26. Depends on your activities and your genetics and others. You look like Andrew Tate from Walmart. Nice. Tomorrow I'm going on keto diet. Interesting. I've tried it, but I need carbs. It's not great for my body. But I've known people that swear by it. Tate Chin. Okay, thank you, King Finky Stingers. How long is it, Kyle? Well, I'm wearing sweatpants for a reason. Luke says you should take all your clothes off besides your underwear. That's the first time someone's put limits on what I should take off. What happened to your chin? I retracted it once so hard that it permanently stayed there. And now if you try and give me a hook, right? You try and throw one, it's gonna go right here. You're gonna go for the chin. I'm just gonna. Okay, here's the chin. Look, this is me tucking the chin. I'm at throat, dog. And like you have. Look at how much fucking dome piece you got. Okay. Well, hurry up. I need to see those hairy nips. All right, well, there's one for you now, okay? Is it possible to move your chest hair to your head for an implant? Maybe, but this is pretty fine. You know, it's like not the thickest, so I don't know that it would be the best coverage, honestly. I'd go with legs or something like that, because this is off the chain. Okay, this shit's crazy. Cooper says, I just ate 5 eggs, 3 slices of cheese, and 8 slices of jam? 8 slices of jam. Have you heard is keto diet? I've heard of it. Oh yeah, definitely. Keto's like sort of an extreme protocol because like ketosis is like in the natural sort of way, it's like a starvation thing. It's like a process in the body. So you're like kind of taking advantage of like cranking things into high gear. Mostly ankles. Kyle doing daily PT and he's 30. Yeah. Have to. Kyle, do you like toes or armpits? Not particularly. And I'm a dancer. So I've seen a lot of feet that are very flexible and strong, doing a lot of things. I pick things up with my feet constantly. In fact, I'm thinking about putting some very high quality feet pictures on Patreon. I'm not really sure yet. If that's something you want, let me know and I'll consider it, okay? Irish Beastess. Ooh. I have bilateral hip replacements and I can't stand straight up due to tight, shortened hip flexor. How can I help that? I want to stand up straight. Sorry about that earlier comment. Don't worry about it. This is, look. You see that? I can't be trolled. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, if you have hip replacements, you can't stand straight up due to tight, shortened hip flexors. Okay, so people are going to suggest that lunge to you, which I just did, but it's going to be way too much for you, right? So what you're going to do is you can try this up against a wall. Take one foot, put it behind you, and then you try and thrust your hips forward by squeezing your butt. You see my butt squeezing here? You see that? You squeeze the hips forward and you'll feel a stretch right in here. Okay, so you look at my feet. So I'm parallel, step back a little bit, right? This might be a bit much, but find somewhere here where I'm kind of turning in a little bit this way too, and then thrust the hips forward. And I have very loose hip flexors. So I can feel a stretch here if I squeeze that hip through, and notice how this is not moving, right? So if you can get this feeling, not only do you get a stretch here, but then you build up the backside, right? If you sit a lot, you're artificially shortening your hip flexors, which maybe your PT told you, right? So you need to lengthen them, but also work on the muscles that are in your hips, right? So you need the back of your hips to connect into your low back. Otherwise, your psoas, which connects to the low back, goes underneath and wraps around the leg. When you lift your leg, you're going to be pulling on your low back constantly, and then you're going to have back pain as well as tight hip flexors. So that is one thing to do, right? The other thing to do is you need to scale up, right? So if you can't do like if your low back is weak or something like that, and you can't do, let's say, like a upward dog thing, do it against a wall. Okay, so you can scale things very easily by going to a wall, and then you just try and rate your head back and touch your chest to the wall. And that's it. And I can feel it active here, right? And back. Here. You need to build up the endurance in the correct muscles to hold yourself up. Right? If you're forward, you need to strengthen these muscles to hold you, because right now these muscles are too strong. That's why they're pulling you forward. Same thing with this. If they're short, even if you're not using the muscles, if I held my arm like this, my bicep would get stuck like this, right? So it's the same sort of thing. I just need a real person who I can call Kyle, because I nicknamed Kyle like 3 people. Well, that is my name, so you can call me that. Kyle, make people pay a subscription to take the clothes off. I'm thinking about it, but stay hydrated, brother. Thank you, I should. Appreciate that. I need to do a few more stretches, but I'm gonna hydrate. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about that, but a lot of people I feel like shirtless is an easy, I don't know. Here's the thing, I'm very comfortable. I don't care. So to me, it's like, it means nothing to take my shirt off. You should take your clothes off now. Thank you, Luke. Or at least let's see some underwear at the front. Ketosis makes you produce like 1 drop. Weird. Interesting. Orion says, have you ever tried a question mark kick with a 50-pound ankle weight on? No. I would tear my ligaments. Are you Kyle Richards? Not quite. Andrew Fake. Interesting. Where's the marker? Ooh. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. Today, we gather to call me Andrew Tate. not just once. Not just twice. 1,475 times. Okay? For it is written that when he is called Andrew Tate 5,000 times, he will transform. He will transform. Can I get an amen? However, it is also written that if he is called Johnny Sins 5,000 times before the Andrew Tate can rise within, well, in that case, he becomes something completely different. The adult star you've always wanted. Andrew Gaines, nice. Kyle, say you are an animated cartoon character. I am an animated cartoon character. Is it your best physique, or were you more... yeah. When I was a bodybuilder, when I bulked, I got up to 220. And then when I was powerlifting, I bulked up to around the same weight, but it was a different, body fat percentage. So I've been large. Like, I have the stretch marks. Is that the cue to show you? Maybe. Okay, I'll finish this stretch and I'll show you my stretch marks to prove it. Andrew Tate after jail. Andrew Tate Jr. That's 3 more. That's 3 more Tates. Andrew after the scourge virus. Okay, that's pretty good. Hey, at least I survived, alright? I am back, but in my normal form. Welcome back. Random wet kiwi. Oh, yes. I remember. Welcome. Look at me. Andrew Tate after he finds a good woman. Too bad that's not going to happen. The truth will come out soon. Cooper says, Kyle, are you independent at home? Do you have a shower chair? Do you have any equipment? Wheelchair? Cane? Walker? I'm sorry, I love you. It's okay. I have a walking stick. I think I might have gotten rid of my cane. It was like a cheap one. I haven't used it in a long time, and I'm dedicated to not using it. So another reason why I can't do karate anymore. But no walker, no wheelchair. I'm not Ronnie Coleman or Mike Tyson just yet. And the plan is to never get there. Just why we move slow now. We do daily PT. Problem with a lot of these stretches is like my regular exercise is already in such a deep range of motion that it's not a good stretch anymore. How many push-ups can you do? Not many, because I do them with like extreme slow negatives. A lot of times in dips, I'll do like a 10 or 15 second pause at the bottom and then slowly press up. So I'm not really sure. Andrew Tate's secret brother. Yeah, the good one that they hid away. wouldn't want to untarnish their reputation. Orion says it sucks. Bodycam says chat is so late. I hope you get well soon. Thank you, Orion. I appreciate it. Hi. I can't show that one, Dal. That's funny, though. He's so behind on chat. This always happens every time. Thank you so much, sir. I'm going to do all 3 starting today. Yes, I have back pain. In fact, I have a pain pump. Oh, damn. I want to stand up straighter so badly. Any other tips? Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, Irish Beastus, what you're gonna, if you're still here, hopefully you're still here. You need to work on the strength of your deep core muscles, right? So what is gonna be a really effective core routine, what helped me go from using a cane to not using a cane, to using a walking stick, and it's called the Big 3 from Stuart McGill. I'm gonna write it down here so you can look it up. Okay, basically it's 3 core exercises. You know what, I'll show you 2, fuck it. But Stuart McGill, Big 3. Okay, so I'm going to show you this in a second. I'm going to stretch my neck, but I'll show you. It's very easy. You want to do it like not to exhaustion. It's sort of a like semi-daily practice. Hi, I could never give up. How are you? Let's see the pictures to prove it. Large and in charge. Caillou goes on the board. I'm off this weekend and I haven't smoked since Monday night. My energy and mental clarity is returning. Hell yeah. Good for you, man. That's awesome. I've cleared my whole apartment up and about to do laundry. It's crazy how productive you can be, right? Okay, we got a couple more of these. We got Caillou. On the board. Kyle, are you looking for a good man, maybe? I'm looking around. Johnny Sins. Thank you, Archer. Another vote on the board. And Nicolas Cage after he came out. Nice. We'll put that here. Very small. Nicolas Cage, autistic cousin. I'll take it. 2. Do a money spread. I don't have any cash on me, stanky getting stanky. Does touching yourself affect gym gain? I'm worried. No, don't worry about it. My karate teacher used to touch me and I liked. Haha, oh, Adrian. Chewbacca. Nice. That's the 2nd time I've been called Chewbacca. I mean, I would expect it a lot more, honestly. Oh, we need the other board. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna have to shorten it to Chewy. Chewy! Thank you. Remember, you cannot troll me. Impossible. Pitbull. Thank you, elephant. I have to dance when this one comes on. I'm sorry. And by I'm sorry, I mean I'm not sorry at all. I'll dance when I want to. Kyle, I get the feeling you're only attracted to men. It's kind of obvious now. Is it really? I've never said that. In fact, I've said many, many times that you should not try and commit me to any one box. Taryn says, Gatos, god of slay. Nice, I like that. Oh my gosh, it's bottom G. Oh, nice. All right. God, why are you doing occupational therapy? Can you shower, dress, and cook on your own? I can. What do I look like? Kyle Richards. Really? What do I look like now? How did you celebrate Pride Month? By deciding to read only comments from the LGBTQ community. Surfboard 396. How'd you get enough subs to go live? I just kept posting videos. Originally, I did a lot of commentary in the early days. I want to get back to that, and I will. I don't have a lot of time. Did some karate content. I got some subs, but you only need, I think, like 50. So if you're a new channel, you just got to keep putting stuff out there. Sometimes it takes like 20 or 30 videos for YouTube to kind of find your audience. So you just got to keep posting stuff consistently. Cooper says, yeah, actually, especially leg and ass, scientifically proven by Dale, semen retention gives you powers. Interesting. So you're saying this has nothing to do with powers. All of this is just raw meat. I see. Okay? That's my power. Pastor Sempa says, welcome everybody to the official LGBTQ Gay Farts Cowboy Community Only stream. Like and subscribe, guys. Nail emoji. That's very cute. Thank you, Pastor. Who would win in a gay off between you and Tate? I think Tate has already won, right? That's why he has that cigar in his mouth constantly. He cannot un-DSL his lips. Later, fruity dude. Later, surfboard. Put it on the board, motherfucker. Put what on the board, phone? I already forgot. Bottom G. Oh, you want to... Okay, you want to vote for bottom G. Well... There you go. It's on the board. Oh, you were going to show me the Stuart McGill 3. Fuck, I was. Thank you for reminding me. I really appreciate your advice. What are the best hip flexor stretches I can do a lunge? And the core building makes sense. SOS. Okay, so the lunges are good. Here's the other thing you can do when you're lunging. When you're lunging, you can take the the side. Move your head to the side of your forward leg, right? If you're this way, so I'm gonna bend away. It's gonna create a larger stretch through here. It also works if you raise your arm. So if you go like this, when I'm in a deep stretch, if I raise my arm, see, I can feel it here. It's through here, okay? So you can also hang from something to pull into that stretch, which will get it going here. I mean, the stretches are one thing, but you do have to equally strengthen the back, right? And so I'll show you a couple things here. Not only the Stuart McGill 3, but if you do bridges, this is another way to stretch your hip flexors. Okay, so feet, shoulder width, right? So when you press up into a bridge, you stretch the front and strengthen the back. You can do this for a set of 5 seconds. Come down, up, right? You can roll up into it and roll down. That's like an advanced level. And then right here, I feel a massive quad stretch. So I don't know if you can see the action in the hip, right? That's rolling up, or you move as one unit. It's easier, okay? So it's kind of a core exercise, it's kind of a glute activation exercise, and it will lengthen your hip flexors. The McGill 3, okay? The first one is you take one leg, bend it like this, straighten the other one. You put your hand underneath where you're gonna find a gap in your back where it arches. You're gonna keep that arch and lift your head and shoulders up off the carpet. You're not doing a sit-up, it's very minimal, okay? So I straighten this here. I'll have this arm out to brace. Okay, and then you're going to activate your core, draw your rib cage down towards your pubic bone. Activate your core, keep that arch, and then lift your head and shoulders. Look towards your feet and down. It's super minimal. Okay. Whoa, this is not balanced. There we go. It's super minimal. Okay, so you're coming up here. That's number one. Number two, side plank. Okay, so I would recommend doing this on your knees first. You have one arm, you bend it 90 degrees. You press up, okay? Activate this side of the hip, pressing down, and your core. All right, you do that for a set of 10-second hold. Down, that's number two, and you do that both sides. So you come here, press up. All right, and number three is bird dog. So you get into an all fours position. Maybe you're just doing this for screenshots, I don't care. Okay, all fours position here. You're going to lift one arm up like you're pointing, like you're Superman, right? You're gonna fly forward. One arm comes up and the opposite leg goes away from the body, and you want to lift it off the ground, right? I'm not doing this, I'm doing that. It's barely off the ground, okay? So you make a line from your opposite hand to foot, a straight line this way. Let's see if I can do it this way, okay? So this arm comes up this way. Oops. Okay, lift off, bring it back, other side, here, lift the foot off. It's enough, trust me, and bring it back. You do a couple sets of, like, let's say 3 10-second holds of each thing. You do this, start off like 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, graduate to doing it almost every day, except when you need to take a break. And your internal core stabilizers will strengthen up significantly. Kyle, why are you taking an hour to drink a protein shake? Because this is, when I'm on stream, everything takes longer. Doc says, I know you have a 9-inch cock. You know this. And you told everyone free. Cool, Flex Luthor. Thank you. I love that one. We're gonna have to put him down here, I think. Flex Luthor. Best in training. Julio says, I have no powers. Cody says, Timu Tate, tiny fart. I'm trying to pop my sacrum. Phone account says, semen retention makes you better. Really? I don't know about your prostate. Top in trying hard, yeah? If you haven't retained at least 3 months, you're missing on Hella Oven Alive painting, which you can live in. Are you sure you're okay? Because it sounds like you're an Oblivion character glitching out. It's not so much the retention as is resisting lust and temptation. Oh. So like Lent, kind of? We're on a slight bulk, so we're gonna be powering up a little bit, because that's the thing. When you've bulked up several times, like I have, it comes back a lot faster. Tiny Tate, who has more body hair? Me. Peak brain rot. Low key, Kirkenuinely brain rot. Okay, phone, I can't show that, but thank you. I'm glad you've learned some discipline. Discipline's good. No filter says, first time I saw a bear twink. Well, bear cubs gotta grow up, you know? Are you capable of wiggling your ears? I think I can do the left. Hold on. Do you see it? That's the best I can do. Where'd you get that sweater you're wearing? From my father. Pastor says, why don't you eat gay farts for protein, bro? Interesting. Interesting bulking strategy. Timu Adam Tate. Thank you, Elliot. Brandon says, I do that every night with my chick. Nice. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da. Okay. Kyle, why are you making a class for 60-year-old people? I don't know how old this person is. I hurt my back for the first time when I was 27. Maybe other people are just, you know, at their peak earlier. Do you like cheese toes? I don't know what that is, but I'm going to say no. You need to write Kyle Richards on your board, but that's not a person. Is it? I can't get on the floor because I can't get up if I do. I had bilateral knee and hip replacements before I was 40, but kudos on the better sofa. Yes. Can't wait to come back and share my success. Thank you kindly, sir. Definitely. And here's the thing. You're right on track with, like, if you can't get up and down from the floor, that's another thing. Did I get to the end of chat? Nice. Kyle Richards is a person indeed. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look it up. But Irish Beastess. Okay, yes. Do it from the bed, of course. There are I don't have enough time or like space to teach you like the ways I've learned to get up from the floor. But if you can lunge, you can do a lot of things, right? So a lot of people think getting to the floor is like this, right? Not necessarily. So I'm going to try and stay as vertical as possible. And this is how I get up and down from the floor to this day. Okay? So I go for a lunge. Drop it. Open the hip up here, right? Make a ramp for me so I can lean over this way, and then I slide, supporting with my hand here, and rolling. All right, and it's the same thing backwards. So I go here, I use one leg to kind of like straighten it and leverage a little bit just to get my arm underneath myself. Push up. Push up. So I'm not bending at all. I'm pushing up to a position, holding it with the other limb and my core. So all you're really doing is static holds, right? You're not bending and twisting and lifting. So if you can get to the point where you can just like kind of lower yourself into a position, press down, you can work yourself slowly in a number of steps to get up to, right? And then from here, push, 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 push. Now I've got my lunge, open the hip up, use my own arm. I'll get up from the wall too, like against the wall. Top G. Effing Kyle Richards teasing us. What does that mean? Very interesting. Andrew Tate. Kyle, teach some boxing, please. Okay, what do you want to learn? All right, well. Here are the numbers that we did in, it was a Bang Muay Thai. It's a form of Dutch kickboxing. He calls it Muay Thai because he likes the way it sounds. It's Dwayne Ludwig from the UFC, right? He's a TJ Dillashaw's coach. Anyway, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it was rear hook. 9, which is lead. 10 is cross hook up. 11 is hook cross up backwards. Then you turn up cross hook 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, pull 4, 5. 6 starts with the cross. 7 is the opposite. It starts with the hook. 8 starts with the rear upper. 9 starts with the lead upper. 10 is the cross. 11 is the hook up. Bump, bump, 1, 2, the drill's over. Those are your numbers. Oh my God, it's Andrew Tate. Why are you fighting in slow-mo? I don't know. I'm teaching. Thank you, bro. Little bit Bivol style. I'm not sure what Bivol style is. My personal style is sort of in here, where it's like my hand is kind of low, but I keep it pretty far out. I like to sneak from underneath and like grab, and then I kind of stay a little bit bladed so I can like let this take, you know, the hit. But here. Also very easy to elbow kicks to the back here. I've broken many people's toes. Just boom. When they go for that kidney kick, pop. Too easy. Tiny Tate, my grandma could whoop him. Yeah? Well, why don't you send her over here? That would make for great content. Okay? Where, oh. E6. You ever get pulled from the chest? No, I feel I can beat you, and I've never boxed before. A lot of people think that. It's interesting. It's interesting that you think, either you'd see red or you're a street fighter, and that would beat decades of sparring and all of that. It's so interesting. See, I don't worry about who I could beat because I already know. I already proved it. Nah, you can't be serious, yeah? My style also a little bit like is very hard for me to keep left hand up. It's not that hard, it's right here. Here. It's not that difficult. It's deceptive with the perception, okay? The whiteboard can fight better. Oh yeah. Bald Chihuahua with the body of a 12-year-old. Wow. Hey, look, the Taco Bell mascot did pretty well for itself. WSP, Andrew Tate. Irish Beastus, I've subscribed and you've inspired me today. Thank you. I feel consistency is key with those tight hip flexors. Exactly. You got to do more. That's the thing. You've done so many reps of making them short. You got to do an equal number and more to get them open, right? So it's going to take time. So just be patient with yourself. And even if it feels like it's not moving, as long as you make the attempt and you give your nervous system that signal frequently, consistently, you'll get there, okay? I felt like I wasn't going to move in my flexibility for 3 or 4 months when I first started because I was a bodybuilder and then I became a ballet dancer, right? So it took forever and I was just like, this is stupid, it's not working. I just kept doing it and then it eventually kicked in. Cody says, peak brain rot, thank you. Yeah, I'm a street person, dude. Honestly, it just goes random for me. Yeah, well, guess what? Trained fighters can see red as well. And trained fighters also understand there are no rules in the street, okay? I've done Krav Maga, too, where we regularly practice breaking all of the rules in combat sports, okay? So let's all relax, okay? I don't really give a shit who beat who up. There's probably people in chat that could beat me up. I don't care, okay? Because I'm charismatic, okay? And hot and talented. So it's far more interesting to just hang out with me than to try and fight me. You know, if you feel like you have something you need to prove, that says a lot about you already, okay? And you're telling everybody. You're telling everyone. Aaron says, already know, no one has ever been beaten by that style. Go outside and ask someone for a 1v1. Anyone is beating that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you weren't there at all of the different gyms and dojos that I've been at where it's worked extremely effectively for many years. Again, you're like a child wandering into the middle of a movie and asking why certain things are happening without seeing any of the context, okay? And you don't need it, I understand, because you don't care. You're just gonna move the goalposts. I can address everything that you could bring up, and you're still gonna try. You're a troll, okay? I don't go around telling people I can beat them up because it doesn't matter. Because that's not my focus. I'm a grown ass man, okay? So maybe one day when you get there, you'll understand. Holden Caulfield, why can I do good series of punches in training but not in sparring? In training, you're not anticipating anything coming in, and you don't have to defend yourself. So you need to spar more, first of all, and just get comfortable with it. You need to get comfortable with things coming at your face and defending yourself. You're focusing too much on like combos, right? A lot of people focus on it's got to be hook, then cross, then upper, and you try and do that, but you get interrupted. The point of learning combos is not to give you, part of it is to give you some quick, like, salvos you can fire off, okay? But it's also, it teaches you the transition between each strike so that when you're in that position, you know it's available, right? So let's say the point isn't that you always go hook, cross, uppercut. The point is that you get used to loading this hip up, throwing it, to load up the backhand, to throw it, to load up the front hand, right? So that when you're, oh shit, you have to slip something that you didn't see coming, I'm loaded up here. So now naturally, I just feel like this is open, okay? That's the point. So if it's kind of a different skill to shadowbox effectively because a lot of people will just go throw strikes. That's not really shadowboxing because that's not how a fight works, right? A fight is like a lot of feints and interrupted footwork and kind of committing and then disengaging. It's a lot of that. If you don't work that into your bag work, where you throw a couple strikes and then defend yourself, it won't come out in your sparring. So you need to throw that stuff into your bag training as well. You're the definition of charisma. Thank you. It took a lot of bribes to get my picture in the dictionary. I'm 5'7", 140. Can you beat me? I don't know. Oh, if you're a street fighter that's shorter than me and lighter than me and less experienced, I would probably guess that I could beat you. Street fighters always think they have some magical property that beats skill and training somehow. Like, I'm just such a natural. Maybe. But what if I'm also a natural and I did the training? I trained with the goddamn Green Power Ranger, okay? I got pictures on the page, okay? You go look. You check out my Power Ranger video. He's my first karate sensei, all right? So I was already a Power Ranger fucking deputy. Tell me the dojo. I'll be there. Location? I don't know why I want to fight Kyle. A lot of people do. I'm not a troll. I'll come right now. I'm a grown-ass man too, buddy. We use a lot of emojis for a grown-ass man. Thanks again, friend. You're welcome. Irish Beastus. I hope you come back and learn something else. Okay, Aaron. Dude, dogfights are illegal and people boxing ain't. There's a human description for the ages. Dodging the meeting me shot. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Here's the thing. Someone very close to me actually gave their location to a random ass person on the internet and then got hacked to pieces. So I don't really care to prove anything to you, okay? I don't need anything from you. I'm sorry that you see a grown man and your first thought is you need to do a dominance display, okay? It says a lot about what you think your chances are in this room. But you're the best, right? I never said I was the best either. I never said anything. What are you worried about? Random, maybe you're used to random men showing up to wrestle with you, okay? Maybe that's something that's a normal thing in your life, but it's not for me. Cooper, like I ain't even killing a spider, but I just want to fight Kyle. I don't know why. I don't know why either. What does it say about you? What have I done to deserve your ire? You want to fight me? I see you got that Chuck Norris cowboy boots type swag. Thank you, Santana. You're right. I do. Okay, let's see if I can drum in this at all. It's gonna be interesting. Would you kiss a man for $2,000? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Maybe put a shirt on and stop shadowboxing. Go outside, maybe. Sir, you are in another grown man's live stream, watching him with his shirt off, blasting full nip, okay? And getting mystical on a drum. Counting the other men that he looks like. Who is the one that should be embarrassed here? Yo, are you my respiratory therapist, Mark? I just show love with physical contact, I guess. I'll never let you know I love you till I just swing at you. Interesting. How's that attitude working out for you? Space Jam says that one unemployed friend. I don't work on Sundays, okay? This doesn't work for me. Sorry, Airbender. Somehow I think you're not being truthful when you say things like sorry. That's pretty cool, Kyle Richards. I looked it up. This is sweet. You unlocked a slew of haters through the months. It's not that difficult. You just show up. Laughing at him, yes, you're right, I'm watching it. It's hilarious. Oh, wow, you really got me. Wow, here's the thing. Okay, let me do this because you think you're creative or the first person to roll through chat with this kind of attitude or these exact lines, okay? It's that alien drum, that's right. Here's what happens. You come in, you immediately say, oh, you're small, you can't fight, I'll show up right now and fight you for your dojo, okay? You talk a big game. Again, you are telling on yourself when that erupts out of your mouth, when you see a man with his shirt off, that you think about wrestling and fighting him for dominance. Again, I don't worry about my dominance, okay? I don't think about it at all. I have real problems, okay? I don't invent them. I don't do the alpha, beta, sigma. Oh, your hierarchy in the pack. What pack, man? It's just me, okay? Yes, keep going. Oh. Hey, I'm 26, Texan, motherfucker. What's your Insta? Why don't you figure it out? Mega says, your head's fucked, lad. It's huge. I know. That's where all the big brain comes in. But whose hair failed them first? I see, you see balding as an insult. What it means is that I have high DHT levels and that I'm hypermasculine. Also, I don't care. It doesn't bother me that I'm bald. It's never mattered, and it's never hurt in the dating realm. I mean, it's never mattered once. It matters more to you right now than it has ever mattered to me. We keep it moving. We keep it moving. Thank you. It means you're old, fool. Okay. All right. Enjoy your youth and that attitude while you can afford it. Flynn says, bro, you look like Andrew Tate. Bro, do I? Do I really look like Andrew Tate? Look at all the other suggestions on the board, okay? Oh, the music stopped. Okay. Hypermasculine. Hi, Queen. You love drill cheese toast? What does that mean? I really like you being bold. Thank you. It's sort of my thing. Kyle Richards, if I see you on the street, I'm fighting you, period. Okay, well then, when that happens, I will have a record of you premeditating the assault, and you'll spend a ton of time in prison for what? For me? For my Andrew Tate looking ass? Really? I'm really worth it to you? Because that's the part you're not thinking about, okay? Is all the people that say, oh, I would beat you in a street fight, you're not thinking about the actual street, okay? Because you better put me in the ground because I'm definitely suing, okay? Don't make it easy on me. Did we ever make a Discord server for your channel? Sort of, I'm working on it. I'm trying to link it to everything else. Hey, my auntie's watching. Shirt, please. I can't, Lil Tate. I ain't see Kyle Richards on the damn board. I looked. Okay. John Grier. When did you start losing hair? I think like 23. So you fight and sing at the same time. I can. You're so hot. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's why I can't put the shirt back on. Okay. Thank you, PN. I can't show that, but I appreciate it. The Queen says, my dad bald. Yeah? Aaron, bald has to be your thing. You don't have a choice. That's what all those emojis sound like. I don't care. I can't show that, PN. That's very funny. You sound like Andrew Tate. Really? Oh, wise guy. Oda Block, is that you? No, but we got to find a spot for it on the board. Laters. How you doing, Spider? It's good to see you. I didn't even do any fighting. I didn't even wear my gi, and still, the haters found me. Iron arm, exactly. I can't show that, Dale. What did Andrew Tate just say? The pan to the board. You can't troll me. You can't. You can't. Great shoulder hair. Thank you. Duff Nug. Okay, I'll do a little more drumming, and then we'll find something else to do. I gotta do some editing today. Beowulf says, I'm hard. Nice, hard body. Oh, it's been a while. Akil. Water the hairs so they grow longer. Hang drum, that's right. That's right. If I could get one moment away from the trolls, but they are relentless. Okay, so we must be as well. All right, let's see what we got. Gotta find my rhythm. Let's get mystical, exactly. What did you study? I'm a damn architect that works in medicine. Well, I'm a damn dancer that studied martial arts, okay? And I work in tech. So, all right, you want a sword fight with resumes? Kyle, I'm back. And your front, they're both here. I know you could never give me up. Sounds like shit, Andrew. Oh, my ego's so fucking torched. What am I gonna do? What's the instrument? I want to smack you with it. It's a hang drum. Okay? Man with many talents. Exactly. Ones that you could not possibly predict. Okay, and I'm only showing you some of the most visually interesting ones that I have. Okay? Kyle, it's so hard to believe you once weighed 220. Can we see the pictures? I don't know if I have pictures of me at 220. I had extreme body dysmorphia, so I was not taking pictures of myself because I wasn't at my true size. You know what I mean? It was a very toxic sort of thing I was doing. Long live the king. Ooh, goddess. Shooting for brownie points out the gate. Hello, welcome to stream. I see white people. I know. We're reflective, and it's very annoying. Can you play Get on Top of Your Head? I can't. Thinking out loud. Kyle was a drummer for Stone Temple Pilots. That'd be dope. That's my song copyright. Yo, dog. Hey, Mark. How you doing? You party? I subbed. You're dope as hell, Kyle. Thank you, Foober Doober. I appreciate that. Nice cat picture. Play Get on Your Head. I don't know what that means. Kyle, are you attracted to men more than women? Depends. What time is it? Spud says gay. Moving on. Wow. Interesting. Saitama says play it. Kyle, I'm fully subscribed, and I could never give you up. I'm codependent on you. Really? Why are you gay? Thank you, Pastor. Pedro says, it's edible. What, the drum or me? Kyle is actually a light-skinned black man. No. No, I'm white as hell. Okay. A little more of this, and then we'll do something else. Let's take a short break, to show you another one of my talents that most people, well, some people have seen. I love brownies. You and me both, goddess. Dale Cooper says, I'm Puerto Rican. I think by blood I could beat you, but in real life I would never raise a hand to you. Okay, well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter then. Because if you wouldn't raise your hand to me, then you wouldn't beat me, okay? So I wouldn't beat most people on the planet in the sense that I am not trying to fight most people on the planet, okay? It's not the point. These are my graphite nunchucks. I have actual... Can you play something? Goddess says shit sparkles. That could be the coolest sounding war shield ever. Just add a strap. That's a really good idea. Musical drum. The enemy makes the music. I said, can you play that on your head? Oh, well, I think YouTube auto-corrected it. Kyle, I want to see you. When's your next meet and greet? I have not had one. Kyle, recreate the nunchuck scene from Enter the Dragon. I don't know it by heart. It's like... he does like a couple figure eights. Big sweeping strikes. He does this a few times. Here's the thing. It's like this is easy to do, but you want to do it like at an angle so that you're actually protected, like with a friggin' shield. And it's hard to do that because it's more at an angle than to like, because you have to, instead of going straight back, you kind of got to go this way a little bit with it. See? So I turn my body to it. You are Andrew Tate if Andrew could actually fight. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And if he actually got bitches, okay? Not that I use that terminology, but the more I look like him, the more I feel like him. It's Timu, Andrew Tate. Well, what do you think, Jesus? Okay, it's actually 2. So 89. I think we're gonna break 1500 today. I think we're gonna do it. I might have to stream until we do it. Those nunchucks can F you up with a wrong move, Kyle. I know, because I've been using them for a decade. Well, 2 decades. Yeah, I've bruised myself. I've bruised, it's usually for me, it's like the elbows, forearms, and then I'll clip the knees. Like if I'm doing something in horse stance, and I try this, but I go too close, I like shave the bone a little bit. I have hit myself in the chin and in the nuts. It's happened within the last 6 months. America's uniting against evil, yeah? Hail Satan. Happy trail. How happy are you to see it? Hair on chest, but head. Been in those pissed in sweats for 8 days. Pissed in? That's funny. I like that. That's pretty funny. Okay, all right, let me show you something else. Okay? Here's the thing that you do not understand about me. I'm a goddamn Ninja Turtle. Okay, look at me. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Okay? Do you see this shit? Okay? My turtle shell up. My fucking side. Oops, see, I caught my own pocket. That happens super frequently. When I had to do a side kata for my black belt. And it frequently, because you got to flip it out and throw it here, flip it around. It gets caught on the gi top a lot. So I just had to like, just tear like it open just to get it into position. Anyway. You like this shit? We're gonna need your nunchuck skills to battle the demonic billionaires. Yeah, well, I'm ready. Can take that size. I don't know what you're saying. Jesus says his butthole is shaved smooth, though. I told you that in confidence. God damn it. Fuck. What am I supposed to do? You know? Here's the thing, though. It sucks to block with these because you block on this surface, but it's like driving a metal stake into your forearm bone. Alien, you know what beats nunchucks? Mace, pepper spray, taser, pew-pew. Yeah, again, you guys are assuming everything I pull out of my pocket is something that is supposed to be an item of absolute physical dominance and supremacy. This is about having fun and getting my black belt in karate, okay? That's what this is about. I never would carry these. It's very impractical, okay? And it's obviously a weapon, all right? I don't carry nunchucks. But it's fun to whip them around sometimes, okay? And I don't know why everyone loses their goddamned minds. You pull out the nunchucks and they go, oh, you know what would beat that? Well, you know what would beat a pew-pew? A tank. Or a nuke. Oh, you know what would beat that? A global pandemic. Oh, you know what would beat that? An asteroid. Oh, I guess I win the imaginary pissing contest, right? What is the point? Where are we going with this? Do you see what I mean? What is the point? Have fun. Christ. Kyle, do you have 14,000 dogs? No, I don't. Kyle, you look incredibly threatening. Well, some people think so, others don't. People underestimate me, I'll tell you that much. And I know it's supposed to be like a tactical advantage, but I hate it. It bothers me. It bothers me, okay? Dead Pixel, you ever take cash to hit men in the privates with those? Not yet, but I'm still setting up the Patreon, so I'll let you know when it's ready. You have an Andrew Tate counter? Yes. You look like Andrew Tate. Thank you, Elliot. Right, Kyle Richards on the damn board. Cooper, you get one vote. You get your first vote in stream, and that is it. And that is the price, okay? I'm pretty sure you voted before. I could be wrong. We're going to put another up for Andrew Tate. Okay, that's $14.90. If we could break 1,500, that would be really cool. But it has to be authentic. That's why you catch them when they're first in stream. Oh shit, sorry mate, I won't call you him again. Why? Why not? Plenty of my most beloved regulars still do. It's fine. I can take it. Kyle, thank you for the close-up of your nipples. Yeah, sure thing. They make training nunchucks, basically wood dowel with Nerf over it. Yeah, I think the one I have training ones too, but I don't train with them. The chain's too long. My real nunchucks, the wooden ones, which you saw, it's shorter. it's harder to control something with a longer chain. But see it almost goes all the way around. I gotta like hold it out here to be here. Okay. It's fun. It's fun. Sometimes things are for fun, and that's okay. I don't wear deodorant because I think we're meant to musk out the toxins and shit. Interesting, Dale. Interesting. What? What are you saying, Mark? Are you okay? Duff Mug. This man is a great general in the Army of American Freedom. What does that mean? I shower like twice a week and shampoo every 15 days. I shower once a day minimum. Minimum. Oh, I feel like I need to pop my back. Dale, that's how you use free will? You don't have to admit that, bro. Are you Raphael from TMT with those? Yeah, you know who else I am. Who's the one with the purple? Okay, you don't understand. The thing about all of this is that you do not understand. All right? And here's the other thing. I'm going to make you understand. All right? Hopefully I don't break anything. Three. I can't swing this super hard. Okay, relax. Chill the fuck out. Okay, I'll show you everything. Okay. Yeah. I'll show you from the side. Other side. To the front. Okay, 1, 2, 3. To the side, cross here, 2, 3. Block it down with the leg. Irumi no kunkata. Okay? Fuck you. Those are butthole daggers. Interesting. Can you jump up again and clap your hands and say, Andrew Tate, I'm right here? That sounds like an MK Ultra activation phrase. I'm not going to do it. Do you know the original use of the sai when it was a tool and before it was weaponized? Oh, man. I can't remember what it was used for, honestly. I learned all the history and all that stuff, but I learned so many different styles that the information just got jumbled in my brain. I know that you're supposed to carry a smaller set for throwing, because that's pretty fucking dope. Pin the foot, exactly. Damn, Kyle's goddamn Electra. Exactly. I am a shapeshifter. You could not possibly fathom the shapes that I have within me. Okay? Gymnast on the rings. All right? You're supposed to wax your back, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. The guy from the Turtles. How do you not have a lot of bruises and cuts on your body? I have. I don't fight currently. So that's how. But I have all sorts of cuts. Let's see. I have a cut here on my finger. I have a cut scar here on, I don't know that you can see it, right there. It's my bones that are like shaped differently because of the impacts. Um, you know, I have a bone spur in my wrist. Let's see if we can see it. It's there. See that divot? Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, fuck. The hair doesn't show it, but I have another scar up here from a toenail that sliced me open on a roundhouse kick. Very dirty toenail. It got very infected. It was gross. How long have you had nuts tucks? No, you're thinking about Andrew Tate. I'm not actually him. I can't tuck. There's too much material there. Gets caught. All right, let's see. You hairy fuck. Women hate that. Really? You sure? I think we're talking to different women. A dog will also beat nunchucks. Okay, cool. Well, if I trained an attack animal, then yeah, I could beat a lot of things as well. Shave your back. No. Do you play the voice of the brother on 2.5 Men? No, but I've heard that before. I am Broly says I am Andrew Tate. Well, Broly, listen. That form you use is inefficient. Okay, the form I was given is awful and I hate it. Okay, well, I don't hate it. I don't love that Andrew Tate's the first thing that comes to mind for everybody. Okay, we got 9 more to 1,500. Sai was originally the piece used to lock oxen into the yoke. Nice. What's the guy from Fast and Furious? Vin Diesel? Those are red. Hello, Andrew Tate. Hello. Well, there we go. $14.92. Some Columbus-ass number. He does look like John Cryer with less muscle. Do I really? John Cryer? Do I have to look that up? Come on, really, bro. It's Sunday and you're doing this? Brother, if you are complaining about traffic from inside your car, in the traffic, you are the traffic. You are here with us. Okay? If you stop observing me, I stop existing. Okay, so every second you're here, it literally keeps me alive. Classic short guy trying to show you how fit he is. I'm 5'8", dude. Relax. Okay. I don't think about how tall other men are. The point is, you need a vehicle to show us your fur. Listen, a lot of people are very appreciative of that vehicle. Dale says, Kyle's a furry twink on diet to become an otter. Become an otter? I'm already an otter. Show your fur. I am. It's all over. Bruce Lee. And BR Love says, I love nut tucks. Okay, well, you might want to go to Andrew Tate's channel. What does that mean? You're very naturally funny, mate. You're entertaining. Thank you. See, and eventually some people get it, you know, but others won't, and that's okay. I was worried that I wouldn't get enough trolls today. It's like I haven't worn the karate gi in a long time, the black belt, for people to go, oh, you got that off Amazon? You know, it's like it's fun. Let's see you pick up a 50-pound bag of cracked corn. Any perspicacity quotes? I don't know what that is. Not me, sad stick. What's up, Krillin? What's up, wise guy? I like that suggestion. I love the Krillin vote. Okay, because he bags Android 17. You guys have Andrew Tate pilled me. Android 17. Okay, and he is a short king. Kuririn. Let's go. Oh, can I do backwards Japanese? Kuririn. Kuririn. 1. All right. Kyle, break out the swords. That's only for intruders. Master Splinter ass. That's please explain. Explain what, Anteater Willie? Explain what? Donatello purple, Michelangelo orange, Leonardo blue, Raphael red. Shit, it's Dante or whatever his name is. Deer hunting. Can't be serious. You seriously are still here? Dog. Damn, that trick is sick, Kyle. You the goddamn avatar. See, now you're understanding. Thank you, Dale. I am the avatar. Master of all 4 elements, okay? Master of all open hand techniques, okay? I know everything. Nukites, okay? The press, throws, morotoyukes, okay? I know it all. Poop emojis, thank you. Can't be Donatello if you can't lift a manhole cover. Excellent point. That's a very good point. Maybe start with the sigh. My house was built by a black belt. I have a bow staff in every closet. They have hangers on them. That's smart. Bow to me, Kyle. Os. Onegaishimasu. Now we do it straight for us heteros. Okay. Os. Onegaishimasu. I pity the fool that challenges the bow staff. Yeah, Big Stick has been super successful throughout all of human history. It's the oldest weapon, stick. Bro, you look like you're 5'3". It's the camera angle. No, people looking for anything and you clap your hands and you say, I'm right here. I'm right here. Like that? Kyle, how tall are you actually? I'm 5'8". Some people are arguing for legalizing performance-enhancing drugs. I mean, I think, if you can get plastic surgery, I think you should be able to make other kinds of decisions like that on your own. I think most people shouldn't be using them because it's a shortcut for what? And then you could potentially cut off your testosterone forever. There might be a day where you don't care about having big muscles. I thought I was never gonna not have that as a priority. Well, eventually it wasn't a priority. So your priorities are gonna change. Do you style the hair on your shoulders before leaving the house? No, it's covered. So only before stream do I comb it out. Full of yourself and not sure why. Well, deer hunting, there's a lot of things I don't understand. Obviously, you would get wrecked, little man. Oh, call me a little man. The impact, LOL. Your bones are the only reason for your shape. Mm-hmm. Your chest hair has lice. That's funny. Kyle, show what your daddy gave you. I'm daddy. You don't even have hair, little mole rat. Dead sesh. Okay. Okay, everyone, relax. Relax. Okay. Are you happy? Looks like the hair fell off your head and onto your chest. That's like the 8th time I've heard that today. Top G, nobody thinks you're Andrew Tate. Everyone in the chats, collective vaginas are dry now. Oh no, what did you do to them? Give me your WhatsApp. You've given me so much incentive to do that. Hi, Chris. Katie Craig, let Damien see his baby. Do you poop? No, girls don't poop, you know that. Looks like Moist critical if he was bald, but you already voted, dog. You already voted. You have the clavicle of a female swimsuit model. Oh, interesting, really. Do you have a gig for me? You look like a wrestling Call Alice in crowing. What does this mean? This is sad. I'm sorry I make you sad, baby. I'm sorry, baby. You look like Vin Diesel with ED. Oh, that's funny. Okay, Vin Diesel. Vinny D. Oops, Vinny D. 1. Are you for hire to show up as Andrew Tate lookalike at parties and do karate? How much are we talking? That's really the kicker. How much are we talking? Which means he's really 5'5". I don't have incentive to lie to you because I don't give a shit. Okay? I could hold up a tape measure and then you'd say I faked the tape measure, and then I could get a witness in here and you'd say I bribed the witness. I mean, it wouldn't matter because trolls always move the goalposts. You're never satisfied. What up, big dog? Hey, 2 first names. How you doing? Can you tickle my ears? Cackling. Let's eat. I do need to eat soon. Alan says, I believe the rock is the oldest weapon. Okay, fair enough. At least that's why the guy who wrote about unaliving with the big stick said. Do you do calisthenics? Yeah. I've got rings. I've got weights for a pulley system. I've got a lot of stuff. Bro, what happened to your chin? I keep it permanently retracted because everyone wants to fight me in the comments, so I just keep it back here so you can't knock me out. You got that Andrew Tate chin, mad lad? Give me your wallet. Okay, King Finky Stingers. You look like a young version of Stone Cold Steve Austin. You voted so many times already. You can't get more votes. Irish Beastess. I did some chores and came back. Hi. Why is everyone so hateful? I love how you laugh through these idiots. I've come to think you kind and quite funny. Thank you. I appreciate that. I bet you are the same. You sound very kind. And, well, then I can tell you as someone that had crazy mobility issues from an injury, like, you develop a kind of patience and empathy through that, where it's like, you can understand a lot, you know? So I appreciate that very much. I hope you can get your mobility figured out, you know? It's a terrible feeling to have certain things taken from you, independence, or like even just like having to ask for help. Like, can you reach that? Like I have the friggin', watch. I have these. Right, for when I would throw my back out and couldn't bend over and pick anything up. I have the stick that you stick in the shoes to like get your shoes on. So I've been through it all. Well, not all at all, but I've been through a little bit. Hopefully I can keep entertaining you. Love says, what? 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 I caught up to chat. I think it's time for lunch. Everyone's calling me small, and now my body dysmorphia has come back, and I'm just so desperate for size. So, I'm probably just gonna force feed protein powder until chat's happy with me. Could you please tell me the first 2 hip flexor stretches one more time, please? Yes. If you could show me the lunge as well. I hear you. Thank you. Okay, yes. So, how deep you can lunge kind of doesn't matter, right? And a lot of times I'll use something. Like if you have a cane, I'll use that, right? Use the wall. So you're gonna post up here, and if you can press on the ball of the foot, that's a little bit better for me. It kind of turns the quad on a little bit more. And then you squeeze your glute to drive the hip forward. And if you play with the angle a little bit, you should feel it open up. I do, certainly. Here. I'd take my pants off and show you, but they'll ban me on YouTube, so I can't do that. The other things you can do are arm up on the lunging side, right? Create this long line. If you reach up and back, depending on how far you can go this way, that can increase the stretch here. And then you can also take that hand over to the side. So if you've done all of these things and you go over here, I feel an intense stretch in the hip flexor now. Here it's like half as good maybe. And then if I release in the glute, now there's no stretch. There's that. You can also, well, it's probably not great for your hips. I don't know. The other thing I would recommend eventually getting to, and you can do this with support. I do it with support. People call it the 90-90 or something like that. But if you can get supports to help you get into position, okay, so if you can get into this position eventually, right? This is just for extra credit later. I'm in a 90-degree angle here. This will stretch the back and the hip, the thing that you're using to drive your hip flexor forward. Then, if you lean a little bit away and then you activate the glute, now I feel a stretch in the hip flexor here. So this is another way to do it where you can play with driving the hip to get that stretch or opening yourself up this way. The more I lean away from that leg, the more this opens up. So that's another way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna even myself out. Catch up with you. You are a chicken, what you say. Oh yeah? Oh wow, you look so tight. I am tight. Thank you, Passionate Fruitcake. Please, get into position. I'm just getting even. I'm actually about to end stream so I can eat. Everyone's been calling me small. So, my feelings are hurt. Oh no. Okay. But I'm gonna eat, and then I'm going to finish editing my latest video. I want to get it out for you guys. So, no, don't end, but I must. I'm gonna waste away. All I've had is a couple eggs and a protein shake today. It's getting late. What's for dinner? I think I'm gonna do sweet potatoes, ground beef, some veggies, classic, what I call Kyle meal. Beef, a carb, sometimes. Sometimes I don't do a carb. Sometimes I'll just do beef and veggies. Depends. Put a lot of nutritional yeast on my meat. Vitamin B, extra protein. I have I love you. Thank you, Passion Fruitcake. I have super mobility in my recent purchase of a collector turbo roadster. What? Oh, I see. Like a roadster. Damn. One of 55 ever made. I love driving her. Damn, I bet. I bet. I knew someone when I was in Paris, and someone had shipped their Porsche, sorry, Boxster over there, and they don't make them there. And so when we would drive around, people would like ask him to roll down his window while we're in traffic, like going down the goddamn Champs-Elysees, and they're like talking to each other, like, "Hey, where'd you get the car?" You know. He's like, if I pulled over next to an attractive woman, I bet I could get her in the car. And I'm like, well, I'm in the car right now, so maybe later. Thank you so much, sweetheart. You're welcome, boo. You're very welcome. And let me know how those work for you. Maybe if you hit some other issues trying those things, maybe I can give you some alternatives, something like that. But either way, I wish you health and wealth. Okay, strength. Do you ever wonder who you're talking to? Oh, yeah, all the time. Yeah. Because you never know. You know what I mean? Like, people sometimes have, like Irish Beastess has a profile picture up. That could not be the person behind the screen. It's I have no idea. And some people could be crazy. Some people are probably like 12 years old and just like trolling because they think it's funny or something. I don't know. It's a weird thing to think about, that a lot of people know what I look like, especially with some of my clothes off. And I've never seen them. That's me, no filter. Shit. All right. I like your cheekbones. Beastess looks hot. Well, passionate fruitcake. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a quick little. This is also me. Okay. Nice. All right, we got Odablock, Caillou, Mole Rat, Johnny Sins, Nick Cage, Murr, Chewbacca, Moist Critical, Flex Luthor, Pitbull, Vin Diesel, and Glenn Powell. Marshmallow's been quiet this chat. Pretty good. And we're 8 away from Andrew Tate, so we'll get there next stream. Please don't tie me up. Are you being facetious? I feel like you're being facetious. I can't tell with you. All right, party people. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a lovely Sunday with you. I'm going to get to editing. I will be live tomorrow night, probably. I have a vote. You look like Kyle. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, Irish Beastess. Well, please let me know how you're doing, okay? I feel very, very strongly for others in this sort of issue area. So I'm going to eat. I will see some of you tomorrow night, okay? A little ab flex to go. Okay.